Hi, welcome back to Missing Chemistry. Today's lesson's on net ionic equations. This will be our first lesson, so let's look at a net ionic equation. Well, how do we get one? First of all, we have to have a standard equation, which we're going to write right now. And let's say potassium sulfate, and we'll call that an aqueous solution, plus beryllium nitrate, and that'll also be an aqueous solution, yields barium sulfate, which is a solid, plus 2 potassium nitrates, which is also aqueous. So now it's really important that we write down our oxidation numbers, make sure we got it all right. Plus 1, minus 2, we did there. Minus 1, plus 2, we got that right. Minus 2, plus 2. Let's see here. Get rid of that silly thing there. Minus 1, plus 1. So it looks balanced. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get rid of what we call the spectator ions. Those are the ions that don't change. So let's write an ionic equation. So we're going to call this 2K plus 1, that's AQ, plus SO4, that'll be minus 2, and it's also AQ, plus BE plus 2, which is AQ, plus 2NO3 minus 1 AQ. Now we can't break the solids apart, so it'd be BaSO4 solid. Remember that's minus 2 plus 2 plus 2K AQ plus 2NO3 AQ minus 1 plus 1. So now the spectator ions are the ions that are the same on the left side of the equation as they are on the right side. They haven't changed their state. So let's look here. Potassium is aqueous here, so it's also aqueous here. They're spectators. Sulfate did change. It went from an aqueous to a solid. So that changed, so we don't touch the sulfate ion. Beryllium, it was aqueous on this side, and it is solid on that side, so the beryllium stays, so it doesn't change. The nitrates, however, are both aqueous on both sides. So we're going to get what we call a net ionic equation. We're going to write it as beryllium plus 2 plus SO4. Now they're both AQ, which means aqueous, yields beryllium sulfate solid. And that has a net ionic equation. So that's your net ionic equation right there. Let's look at another one. Let's clear the drawings here. Clear all drawings. Yep. So it's clear, and let's look at another problem. Let's say 2KNO3 AQ plus MgSO4 AQ yields K2SO4 AQ plus MgNO3 2AQ. So let's go back and check our charges here. Minus 1 plus 1, minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 1, minus 1 plus 2. All right, so let's do ionic equations. So we got 2K AQ plus 2NO3 AQ plus Mg plus 2Aq plus SO4 Aq minus 2 yields 2K plus 1 Aq plus SO4 minus 2 Aq plus Mg plus 2 Aq plus 2 NO3 minus 1 Aq. Let's see, the Ks don't change, they're spectators. The nitrates don't change, they're spectators. The magnesiums don't change, they're spectators. And the sulfate ions don't change, they're spectators. So this does not have a net ionic equation. That's really kind of cool. All right, so let's clear all the drawings on this one. Let's do one more. And we're going to clear these drawings. You bet. All right, so let's do the next one. BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 yields BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. So let's see here. This is minus 1 plus 2. This is an aqueous thing. This is also aqueous. Kind of hard to draw that. Minus 2 plus 1. This is minus 2 plus 2. This is a solid. Oh, that's different. And then sodium chloride is also AQ. It's minus 1 plus 1. So let's do what we call an ionic equation. So we go BaAQ plus 2 plus 2Cl AQ minus 1 plus 2Na plus 1 AQ. See how easy this is? Plus SO4 minus 2 AQ. This is so simple. We're just breaking them apart. Oh, can't break that solid apart. BaSO4, so it stays. It's minus 2 plus 2. It's probably a good indicator that we have, a net ionic equation when you have that happen. 2Na AQ plus 1 plus 2Cl minus 1 AQ. Let's get rid of our spectators. So barium goes from an aqueous to a solid. So that's not a spectator. So that's going to stay. Chlorines are aqueous on this side and aqueous on that side. So they're gone. NAs are also aqueous on this side and aqueous on that side. Look at the sulfate. The sulfate goes from an aqueous to a solid. So it does change. So we're not going to touch it. So the net ionic equation for this is going to be pretty simple. These things are really, really simple. So we're going to go BaAQ plus 2 plus SO4 AQ minus 2. And we're simply going to put the two together, and we get BaSO4 solid, and that has a net ionic equation. So you guys have another awesome day, and we'll see you again on Moose and Chemistry.